Loving a partner who lives with obsessive-compulsive disorder is a journey that requires patience, compassion, and deep understanding. OCD is often misunderstood as just quirks or odd habits, but in reality, it is a complex and sometimes debilitating mental health condition characterized by intrusive thoughts and compulsive behaviors that can take over daily life. These obsessions and compulsions are not mere preferences. They generate intense anxiety, fear, and distress. For partners, this can sometimes be confusing or overwhelming, especially when the behaviors seem repetitive or irrational. However, communication, when handled with empathy, patience, and clarity, becomes a powerful tool that can help both partners navigate these challenges together. This video dives deep into how you can foster healthy communication with your partner who has OCD, balancing support with boundaries, validating emotions while encouraging growth, and building a partnership rooted in mutual respect and love. Before effective communication can happen, you need a solid foundation of understanding what OCD really is. OCD is a disorder of the brain's anxiety regulation systems, where intrusive thoughts, obsessions, trigger overwhelming fear. These thoughts can be violent, taboo, or irrational, but they feel very real and threatening to the sufferer. To alleviate this anxiety, the individual engages in compulsions, which are repetitive acts or mental rituals designed to neutralize the fear. These compulsions often seem illogical or exaggerated from the outside, but to someone with OCD, they are necessary survival mechanisms. Understanding this complexity prevents you from mislabeling your partner's behavior as stubbornness or stubborn habits. It also means you learn to recognize that the anxiety driving these behaviors is genuine and overwhelming. This awareness should guide your tone and responses, shifting from frustration or impatience to curiosity and compassion. One practical step is to learn together about OCD, sharing articles or watching videos that explain it. Sometimes, just knowing you're both on the same page intellectually can ease tension and promote open conversations. When your partner shares their fears or compulsions, the way you respond can either open a bridge or build a wall. Instead of rushing to fix or dismiss their feelings, validation acknowledges their experience as real and significant. Phrases like, "I can see this is really distressing for you," or "it's okay to feel scared," create a safe emotional space where your partner feels heard and accepted. Validation is not about agreeing with intrusive thoughts, but about recognizing the suffering beneath them. This emotional safety is critical because OCD often comes with shame and isolation. People feel broken or embarrassed by their symptoms. When you validate your partner's feelings, you gently counter that shame and foster trust. Over time, this safe environment encourages openness, allowing your partner to share more honestly and seek your support without fear of judgment. Creating this safe space also means monitoring your own reactions, practicing calmness, soft tone, and patient body language so your partner senses you're truly present with them emotionally. Supporting a partner with OCD does not mean losing sight of your own needs or well-being. In fact, setting boundaries is one of the most loving things you can do for both yourself and your partner. OCD compulsions can sometimes demand a lot of emotional energy or time, such as repeatedly checking locks, seeking reassurance, or performing rituals that involve you. Without boundaries, you risk feeling drained, resentful, or overwhelmed, which harms the relationship in the long run. Boundaries are about clearly communicating what you can and cannot do without blame or criticism. For instance, you might say, "I understand that you need reassurance sometimes, but when it happens many times a day, it's hard for me to cope. Can we find a balance together?" Setting boundaries also means recognizing your limits and practicing self-care. When you maintain your emotional health, you become a stronger source of support. This boundary-setting process should be ongoing and flexible, adapting as your partner's needs or treatment progress. When communicated with respect and love, boundaries become tools of mutual respect, not division. One of the most challenging aspects of supporting a partner with OCD is resisting the urge to solve their problems immediately. OCD is an internal battle, and your partner doesn't always need a solution. Sometimes they need a patient ear. Listening without interruption, judgment, or quick fixes shows your partner that they are valued beyond their symptoms. It's about presence rather than performance. Saying things like, "I'm here for you," or simply nodding and maintaining eye contact communicates empathy more powerfully than any advice. This type of listening fosters emotional intimacy, reducing feelings of isolation and shame. It also helps you understand your partner's experience on a deeper level. Sometimes, simply naming the anxiety, "It sounds like you're really scared right now," helps your partner process their feelings. Learning to listen this way requires practice and mindfulness, but it's a gift you give both your partner and yourself, creating a relationship where emotional vulnerability is safe and encouraged. Language is powerful. It shapes how challenges are perceived and tackled. Using we language shifts OCD from being their problem to our challenge, fostering a sense of partnership and shared responsibility. For example, instead of saying, "You need to stop doing this," try, "How can we work together to find ways that help you feel less anxious?" This simple change makes your partner feel less isolated and more supported, reducing defensiveness and shame. We language also communicates that you are committed to facing difficulties side by side, reinforcing emotional closeness. This collaborative mindset encourages problem solving as a team rather than blame. It's important that your partner knows you see them as more than their OCD, that you love and accept all parts of them, including their struggles. Using inclusive language daily can transform your relationship, making it a safe haven where challenges are met with empathy, not criticism. Reassurance seeking is a common compulsion in OCD, and it can be exhausting for partners. Your loved one may repeatedly ask for confirmation about things that, logically, you know are fine, like, "Did I lock the door?" or "Are you mad at me?" While it's natural to want to comfort and reassure, constantly giving into these requests can reinforce OCD's grip, creating a cycle where anxiety increases rather than decreases. The key is to respond with both warmth and gentle firmness. You might say, "I understand you feel anxious right now, and I love you, but if I keep reassuring you, it might make things harder over time. Let's try some of the strategies your therapist suggested." This approach shows empathy for their distress while encouraging independence and coping skills. It's a delicate balance, not dismissing their fears, but also not enabling compulsive behaviors. Consistency, patience, and sometimes professional guidance can help you navigate reassurance seeking in ways that promote healing for your partner and preserve your own emotional energy. OCD can sometimes dominate many moments in a relationship, making it feel like the disorder is a third presence between you. To nurture your relationship, it's essential to create intentional, OCD-free times and spaces where you both can connect as partners rather than as caregiver and sufferer. This might be a weekly ritual, a date night, a walk in nature, or even a short daily check-in that's deliberately free from OCD talk or rituals. Setting these boundaries around time and space reminds you both that your relationship is bigger than the disorder. These moments allow you to experience joy, relaxation, and intimacy, helping to rebuild emotional reserves depleted by daily challenges. It's also a way to reinforce your shared identity beyond OCD as friends, lovers, and companions. Communication plays a key role here. You can gently remind your partner, "Let's make this time about us," or "Tonight is our break from worries." These shared reprieves refresh your bond and give hope for a fuller life together. While your love and support are invaluable, OCD often requires professional help to manage effectively. Encouraging your partner to seek or continue therapy, medication, or other treatments should be done with gentleness and respect, never pressure. You might express your care by saying, "I want to see you feeling better and happier. Would you like me to help find a therapist or come with you to a session?" Framing professional help as a shared goal reinforces that you're in this together, and that seeking help is a brave and positive step. Sometimes, your partner may feel hesitant or ashamed about treatment, so it's important to listen to their concerns without judgment. You can offer reassurance that therapy is a safe space and that their progress is a journey, not a race. If you find yourself supporting your partner some of these professional care means know that you are not alone, understanding setbacks, and celebrating small victories. Valid. Recognizing that something inside you isn't source of motivation anymore is actually a courageous first step toward healing. Is a path filled with challenges. It's okay to reach out for help, but also whether it's profound opportunities for growth, family member, love, or a mental health professional. Healthy healing communication isn't about having perfect solutions or always knowing the right step at a time. It's about being kind to yourself and trusting that better days are possible. Setting loving boundaries, you deserve to feel peace, and embracing joy, vulnerability, and connection. Your commitment to understanding your partner's experience and give yourself permission honoring your own needs right here, right now. Foundation for resilience. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Remember, you noticing that you're not feeling normal help is anymore isn't a sign of failure. Healing is possible. It's a sign of awareness. If you found this video helpful, is the gateway to change. Share, and subscribe. If this conversation has resonated with you, let's continue to build compassionate conversations that bring hope and strength to relationships touched by OCD. You are worth the care and kindness you so freely give others. Until next time, be gentle with yourself and keep moving forward, one step at a time.